Welcome back to another video. My name is Kyle and I suck at budgeting. Well, it's that day.
It's gonna be May. It's gonna be May. It's gonna be May.
Thank you, Justin. It is April 30th, and it is time to close out the month of April because it's going to be May tomorrow. When this video, I guess today technically, because the video is going to come out on May 1st. But before we get into the budgeting, just know that my name is Kyle. I'm here a couple times a month. We do budgeting videos, and then we do monthly closeouts. We have a new series with my friend Charlotte called Beyond the Budget, and we're going to have a budget video coming out on Monday. So it's going to be on, I think it's emergency funds. But if it's not, don't yell at me because I forget. We recorded a bunch of episodes in one day, so just know that one is coming out on Monday, and hopefully it's the one I said it was. And if it's not, that's okay. You'll figure it out. So yeah, I'm also trying to hit 600 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you could help me out with that goal, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. I use an application called YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. And yeah, if you want to try it yourself, there's a link in the description. You can click on that, get you an extra month when you sign up. I get a free month as well. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's hop into YNAB, shall we? And let's close out the month of April. So let me get in the right spot here. Hang on. There we go. Now I'm in the right spot. Okay. So I've already done some robbing of categories, and we're just going to kind of continue with that. But before we do that, the first thing I always do, that's not true. The first thing I should do, but I always forget, is to check my scheduled transactions or pending transactions. So I do have a pending transaction from today. So we're going to enter that now because I do wipe out all of my budgets at the end, and this causes a little bit of grief unless you do it this way. So that's what I do. So we've got $36.59 left in eating out. That's going to go to ready to assign. Dog food, we're going to keep the way it is. Dog medicine and treats can stay the way it is. Backup debit's fine. Emergency fund is fine. Health. I'm almost ready to move my health stuff. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. The non-monthly stuff, my sinking funds here are going to stay the way they are. Domains and hosting. We're going to take $45.70 out of here. I just decided not to renew one of my domains. So that's going to go to ready to assign. And then I'm going to hide this category. So there's that. Everything else is active at the moment. So here we have a new category called custom in-ear monitors. So I've been looking at doing this for a long time. And because I've gotten this and there are other things that are kind of in the works, I want to be better about my hearing. Not that I have a problem with my hearing currently, but I'd like to keep it that way, being a musician. So Tuesday, I'm going to the doctor to get a wax clean. Ew, gross. But that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to have molds taken of my ears to get custom in-ear monitors. I use, I don't have my main set here. They're in the other room, but I use, these are my backup set of in-ear monitors. And they look like this. And you can see that there's no tip on this one. The problem that I have with these, and my main ones as well, the tips fall out in my ear and it freaks me out. Because there are times where I can't get it out and I have to get tweezers and so the custom in-ear monitors have no tip on them because they're, actually molded to your ear and printed that way. So I'm going to be going with that route to avoid this whole thing, but I got to get ear molds done and then have them made and then sent out. While I'm doing that, I'm also going to have them do custom-made hearing protection as well. So if I go to a concert or something, I'll have those in just to protect my hearing. So that's what that is. I got $128. That's going towards the visit that I have on Tuesday. It's $50 per ear to clean it, and then anywhere from $50 to $300 for the molds. I don't know if they're doing the molds on Tuesday. We'll find that out. But I've got to be ready for it. So all this $81.39 is going to go into this here, $81.39. And I might have to pull some from my health general maintenance category, and that's where I'm going to start using that money for that. So it's still kind of health related, but it's also music related. So my voice is a little scratchy. I oversang at a rehearsal because I'm a bad musician, a bad singer. But I needed to, unfortunately, today. So yeah, that is that. So the next thing I want to do is just check our underfunded categories. The underfunded categories that we have right now are underfunded mostly because I've pulled the money out. So like water is technically underfunded, but I didn't need all my water budget. So we're going to do that. Insurance is the same way. We're just going to do that. I put a target on the custom in-ear monitors. We're just going to snooze them for this month, and then we'll pick up the slack next month. So that will likely change. The actual target date will likely change, but for now it's fine. So we've got no money to budget, which is a little unusual. So let me go to my sheet here. So we have done underfunded, and we've checked our pending transactions. I put out the garbage already, and I went to rehearsal, so those can come off my list as well. So let's go to updating our month ahead spreadsheet, which, because I'm so good at this, I did not bring up. Sorry, I thought I hit like a boomer trying to load a site here. Recent early retirement 2026 we're going to need. And we're also going to need the financial stuff one. All right. So this is the ugly spreadsheet. So we're going to go to month ahead. And this is for April 2026. So let's get our number here. And to do that, you make sure that you have no categories checked, which I don't. And then it says over here, assigned in April. Down here, it should say assigned in future months. So in May, I have $2,732.93 assigned. So 2,732.93. So 2,732.93. So we went up another $119. So we're doing really well on month ahead. Even though we're not really kind of pushing for it, we're still kind of making progress, which is really good. Is that my highest month ahead that I've had? No, I was up in the 3,000s. So we're getting back to where I was. I was $3,500 at one point. Wow. Huh. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to YNAB and let's do the next thing, which is retirement, which I have a feeling is going to be much better than it was last month. Thank goodness. All right. So TIAA is now 65773.22. And then Vanguard, is 43827.07, which means that Vanguard has gone up $5,282. Easily my biggest jump since I started keeping track. So yes, that is good. And TIAA is up $8,000. So if you look at last month, we were down $3,000. So we're up $5,000 from where we were, which just kind of goes to show you like the market is going to fluctuate. So when you see those dips, don't freak out. It's okay. You're going to be fine. So that is really, really good to see. So yeah, let's get this is a much, much happier day than it was last time. So let's copy this and let's go to the early retirement 2026, April. So TIAA, oops. We all knew it was going to happen. Pay special, values only. Now, here's the question. Can I remember to do it in the 30 seconds it takes me to copy the Vanguard one? Let's see. Oh my goodness. I did it. I remembered to do it. Sweet. All right. So yeah, we need to change this a little bit because this is not accurate. I was just looking at that. I was playing around with this just a little bit because things are about to change. I'm about to hit 5 years with my company. And at 5 years, my employer contribution goes up, the employer match to 7% as opposed to 5%. So I was just playing around to see what that looked like, which is cool. So yeah, that is good. There. Awesome. Let's get back into YNAB. So my lights look a little bit better. So we've updated our month ahead spreadsheet. Come on, mouse. Let's go. We've updated TIAA. We've updated Vanguard. We've updated our FI spreadsheet, which means all we have left are our goals. So let's hop back in to YNAB. Let's go back to planned. And let's copy all of this over to May. And let's take a look. So first is music. Yep, that's number one. Cycling, I don't know that I'm going to keep it as number two. I mean, is it a priority? Yeah, it is. But I still haven't gotten on the bike yet this year because just haven't had time. But I would like to start doing that. But it's supposed to be like in the 40s and 30s this weekend. So I don't know that I'm going to do that. So emergency funds, I still need to go through and look at my emergency funds and move them around and pay off the house. So one of the things that might kind of creep in, and this is kind of a little foreshadowing to some of the beyond the budgets that are coming up. Charlotte and I have been talking a little bit about my emergency funds and like projects around the house. So the truth of the matter is my emergency funds are nowhere near where they should be. And I've got a lot of high ticket items that are creeping up. So I have a deck that really kind of needs to be redone. I've got a fence that's falling down. I've got, there was more. My air handler. So when I moved into my house, I was getting the inspection and the guy says, everything looks great except for your air handler. The water heater's new, the electric heater's, new as well. He said, but your air handler is, needs to be replaced soon. I said, okay, well, how much time do I have left on it? He goes, it should have died 10 years ago. And I was like, oh, okie dokie. So like I can't get Freon for it. So if it starts blowing hot air, like I need a new air handler. So, because I have electric heat, the air handler pushes a lot of the air for the electric heat, to help keep that cost down. So it's an important thing to have. So, but my emergency fund right now is $2,100, something like that. Not enough for any of those things. I'd like to replace the windows in my house. So there's a lot of things, that need to come up. So things like the windows and stuff like that, like, because they don't have to be done right now. Charlotte was saying that, if anything that's over 5 years out, you can kind of put in a brokerage fund and help it grow a little bit faster. So we're thinking about those sorts of stuff, in the future. I'm not going to go ahead and mess around with my, my goals yet. I'm not ready for that yet. So that is that. What am I listening to? That's a great question. As always, it's Corey Wong and Couch. But the other one that I've been listening to a lot of lately, Lawrence and Couch. Jumped ahead. Corey Wong. Love Corey Wong. Which album should I tell you about today? Which one? Let's do Live from the Power Station East Coast Tour. I'll put it in the corner like I always do. That one is one of his albums that's always on repeat. It's got some fantastic people on there. Victor Wooten's on there. Truesdale's on there. Just an awesome, awesome concert. So check that one out. And then as far as books go, I've slowed down quite a bit from where I was earlier in the year. And I've been doing audiobooks. I've been doing a lot of walking and doing audiobooks while I walk. And I've been listening to Theft of Swords by, I don't remember. I'm terrible with names. Michael Fitzpatrick? Kilpatrick? Or is that the other book I'm reading? I don't remember. It'll be down in the corner. But I'm about maybe 30% in. Lots of twists and turns. I was kind of unsure of it in the beginning of it. It's kind of growing on me. So yeah, that's that. I think that's it. I need to edit this video because I wanted to get it out on May 1st. I didn't think I was going to have time to do it, but rehearsal got done early, so I got to get this thing done. So I'm really happy about that. So remember, Beyond the Budget is coming out Monday. It's going to be a 2-part episode. Whichever one I put live, it's either debt or emergency funds. I can't remember what it is, but both of them are 2-parters. So stay tuned for that coming out. And then we're going to do some more recording of those and start getting those out to you as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you Monday for Beyond the Budget. Have a good weekend. See ya.